The ELNHA project was initiated between Seford and Oxfam, funded by a Care Foundation. And this project started in the year 2016. It was a 3-year project. And of course, when the 3 years ended, we've had the second phase. The main objective was to build the capacities of local actors who are the first responders in this case. These are like the local CBOs, community-based organizations, and other local civil society organizations.
Academia or the academic institutions were one of the beneficiaries. And so their major role is to provide information that is through research and then capacity enhancement for the local responders. When we identified the gap, the human resource gap in those specific areas, like in the refugee response, disaster risk reduction, we were able to quickly share with them, and they developed a concept.
Uganda Christian University Arua campus, in partnership with Seford and with support from Oxfam, we were able to offer 4 different courses to the people of West Nile, and these courses started in 2017, and to date we have trained 55 students who come from different backgrounds. Others are from local government, we have those from private sector, we have those who are from the NGO world, both local and national and international.
The partnership we're offering was to bring people who interface with the refugees in a classroom setup. We teach them, we train them, and we give them skills of how to handle, how to manage people out there.
When this whole idea of collaboration came up, as a university, Uganda Christian University Arua campus, we identified 2 key programs, that is disaster risk management and refugee forced migration. We took some time, 1 month plus, to develop the modules. When we developed them, we submitted them to Seford.
We had 2 centers. One center was based in Koboko, where the students from Yumbe, Moyo, Ajumani, and Koboko, and those from Maracha, were able to be trained in Koboko Center. And those from Arua and the neighboring catchment areas were trained from Arua.
The trainings ran for 3 months. At the end of the 3 months, we graduate these people and we award them certificates. We normally organize graduation ceremony for them to award these certificates.
We needed the training so much because we had experienced an influx of refugees in our district, and we had very little knowledge about how to integrate matters of refugees in our district development plan. And also the district disaster management committees did not have any skills in handling matters that relate to disaster and refugees.
What prompted the university to develop those courses is the need for capacity building for humanitarian and development service actors.
When we started the interventions in the refugee settlement, we had not undergone such a training. So we were learning like on the job and getting to understand what it means to intervene in a refugee settlement on the job. But when I heard about the opportunity, getting to learn about refugee and forced migration and then disaster risk management, it sounded very exciting because those are very good modules that were going to give me practical knowledge that can immediately apply in my day-to-day work.
Uganda is full of refugees from outside. And when we train people to go and handle issues concerning the humanitarian matters out there, we feel we are playing our role as a university.
I was trained in identifying disasters. We also taken through the tools and also how to analyze disasters in our communities. The training also took us through the processes of disaster risk management and the planning and also disaster risk management and development in general.
There were a number of terminologies that I learned during the course, like the definitions of the term refugee, the issues to do with the islands. But more important that I learned throughout the course was that the rights and entitlements of these refugees when they come to a foreign country like that.
I got to learn that even the local integration is one of the durable solutions where the refugees get assimilated in the local community where they have been settled and blend with the local community over time. So those are some of the key things I learned.
The outcomes were actually overwhelming. First of all, the staff of Uganda Christian University were enjoying giving knowledge, sharing their knowledge with the people out there. And this sharing of knowledge is very important. I could see them very excited about it.
It enabled us to formulate a functional disaster management committee that is now able to sit every month. The members of the committee were able to fully comprehend the matters that surround disaster, risk and vulnerability issues in the district. We also benefited from understanding the issues surrounding the refugees and forced migrations and easily integrate them in our work plans and development plans.
Training has opened my mind and my outlook and attitude towards refugees and any other foreigners in my country that I get to relate to.
The course was a very big opportunity for me and has made my work easier in terms of guiding the project teams in their work at the refugee settlements, using the knowledge I got.
I've got an opportunity also to sit on the district disaster management committee after I'd got the knowledge and after actually SEFOD has empowered me.
Some of these students were able to be absorbed by local and national and even international NGOs within the region. Right now, others are working with the OPM in the different settlements. There are those who are working with the local governments. We have those who work with local and national humanitarian actors within the region.
It also helped to advertise the university because soon after that, our intake increased drastically.
The training has improved my capacity in terms of interpreting policies. Personally also, I see that the training has added on my academic qualifications, papers. The fact that I have a certificate in disaster risk management means that I am not the same anymore.
Following the training, one of the immediate practices we adopted was giving an orientation for our humanitarian workers on how they're supposed to conduct themselves when they work in a refugee settlement.
Officers who benefited were able to put into practice the knowledge and skills they gained. Whenever they're implementing activities in the field, for instance, training of farmers on climate-smart agriculture, they are able to relate the trainings to the activities on the ground.
The areas of training that I would recommend, given the West Nile context, would be trainings on adopting renewable energy technologies, because as a region we are aware that our natural resources are being depleted at a fast rate, and this is because the community does not have alternatives. So probably if we'll have trainings on how the community would use the available resources with other technologies that are not within our communities.
As Uganda Christian University, Arua campus, this program was a very big success. And we highly recommend that new programs, besides what we have been undertaking, be introduced.
I recommend all the institutions of higher learning to review their curriculum and make sure that they have humanitarian response, child protection, climate change elements into their traditional courses that they offer, in order to produce a complete person in order to respond to the needs at any point when they arise.
I would like to request CEFOD, Oxfam, and any other potential funding partners to embrace this kind of capacity enhancement for humanitarian workers and give an opportunity for more of the staff in different organizations to benefit from such training. CEFOD and Oxfam should rest assured that there was very good value for money, because we're applying the knowledge in our work.